Hi guys, I'm Sherri with the Bridge Builders of Diversity, and if you want to like and subscribe and share our videos, that'd be great. I want to share with you, when my son was a year old, a letter that I wrote to the hospital explaining what I went through as a mom when he was pregnant, and I wrote it as if I was him. It says, "My name is Nathan, I am 1 year old, and I was born with Down syndrome. My mother is writing this letter on behalf of me so I can have a voice in this world. I have a big brother who adores me and thinks the world of me. As little as I am teaching my brother empathy, tolerance, and diversity. I've made my family stop and appreciate what is important in life. I've added more to my family than I have taken. When my mom was pregnant with me, the doctors wanted her to have prenatal testing. During one of her level 2 ultrasounds, there was suspicion that I may have Down syndrome. My parents chose not to have the amnio, even though they knew little about Down syndrome. My parents did not have a sense that my life was valued by the medical community. When the message was delivered, it was cold, impersonal, and certainly not positive. I remember a bunch of people coming into the room, and I recall someone saying, 'Most parents change their mind.' No one told my parents what a sweet, loving addition I would be to my family. They were not told that in a loving, stable, engaged family, I will reach goals once thought children with Down syndrome could never reach. They were not told that I will walk, talk, be potty trained, run and laugh like my big brother. They were not told that some children with Down syndrome go to college, get married, and live fruitful lives. There was really nothing for my parents to cry about when I was born. I hope the hospital and the prenatal diagnosis center are willing to educate parents on what it is truly like to raise a child with Down syndrome. Parents trying to make a decision during pregnancy is difficult without proper education and the facts on Down syndrome. Who's to say a child who is born healthy will not become disabled? Does that change their value in our society? The medical community as a whole has an ethical obligation to show current, up-to-date information so parents can be well informed to make a good decision, not one that Dr. Landon Down portrayed on persons with Down syndrome. Did you know that children with Down syndrome are sought by parents who want to adopt? Another great option parents could be given if they do not feel up to the challenge. I remember hearing a story about a family. The youngest daughter had Down syndrome. The parents did not take her home from the hospital and were going to have her adopted. Her oldest brother said to the father, "If I become disabled, will you give me away?" The mother and father went and picked up their daughter. The wisdom of a child. I just wanted to share with you our experience during the pregnancy. And I did a speech at the hospital. It worked out really great. There was a lot of medical people that came, and I got really great feedback on it, and exposing this issue of parents not receiving proper information about children with disabilities. You know, sometimes they're still thinking in the old days when these kids were unfairly institutionalized. Seems like medicine hasn't progressed with the up-to-date information on how well kids with disabilities are doing today, and not just with Down syndrome, even other disabilities. My focus is mostly on Down syndrome. That's what I know the most about, being a mom of a child with Down syndrome and researching everything I possibly could to help him and his life move forward. Again, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys.